Hey, how's it going, guys? My name is the Bearded Emperor, and today I'm doing a theory on none other than DEX. I just want to say that there are going to be spoilers, so if you haven't played Saints Row, I suggest you play it first because there are plenty of spoilers. But anyway, let's get to it. DEX was a part of the Saints in the Saints Row series, and if you have played all of the Saints Row games, you would remember that DEX betrays you after the events of the first game, but you don't find out until the second game when you get a phone call from DEX himself. But it turns out to be Julius calling you instead, but then you get attacked by the Ronin, and then you and Julius work together, I guess, like old times, and then once you guys go to the church, Playa makes the final blow and kills Julius off of the franchise. Then more shit happen, and then there's a DLC, Saints Row 2, that leads up to a cliffhanger with you planning to find DEX. And that would probably lead up to the next game called Saints Row 3, but what the hell happened to DEX? There is, however, an unfinished game called Saints Row One Shot, and it's basically where you quickscope desk and do a bunch of crazy sniper rifle missions as if you're like in fucking Call of Duty, but no. It does not exist in the timeline because they canceled the game, so it's not official. It's not official in the Saints Row timeline. So it didn't exactly happen in the timeline. But they have some, I guess, references of DEX in Saints Row 4 because it takes place in the simulation. But once the DLC Gat Out of Hell came out, it just became a piece of trash. Like you finally find out what happens to DEX. And what it is that it's not only a mission, but it's counted as an activity to kill DEX a bunch of times. Like, what is Volition doing with their games? Like, Saints Row has taken it way too far now. Like, I just don't understand creating a great plot hole, an interesting villain that I would love to see, which would be DEX, of course, but they just turned their game into shit. Now, don't get me wrong, I love the Saints Row games. It's just how they did it, though. It doesn't really make any sense. But I do have a theory, however, that DEX never died. The theory that I'm going with right now is that DEX never died in the first place. He didn't explode on Earth in Saints Row 4 and all that Zinyak exploding the Earth stuff. But this is my theory on how DEX survives. And this theory could really save the Saints Row franchise and not turn into whatever it is now. But anyway, as my theory goes, after DEX disappears during the events of Saints Row 1, DEX gets recruited to Altor, as we find out in Saints Row 2, and then he becomes a new leader of the new Altor gang, and the Saints fall, as of course what happens in Saints Row 2. After Boss wakes up, he tries to take over Stillwater. Once again, DEX contacts Plato and Julius, and he tries to trap them, as they got trapped by the Ronin. So basically, DEX brought the Ronin there to kill them. But his plan failed, and after Playa found out about DEX, he goes off to find him as the DLC mentioned. But Playa soon gives up because obviously he can't find him and he's the most coolest badass. And then of course how Saints Row the 3rd goes, Playa and Pierce, Shandy, and Johnny Gat become celebrities, and Johnny Gat dies. And you find out that DEX is the cause of sending the law to Stillwater, like, you know, the police who attacked them at the Stillwater bank. And then he sends Syndicate to kidnap Playa, Johnny Gat, and Shandy. Then DEX heads to Steelport after the crash happens, and then basically, since that Altar was taken down by Playa, he has a new group, of course. But then, once Playa enters Steelport, DEX takes over Stillwater. And DEX unleashes chaos to Stillwater. And when Playa becomes president eventually, he tries to pick it, like, he tries to go there and just communicate with DEX, but he fails. DEX even threatens to start World War III at one point. And then, you know, what happens after the Zin take over and basically Zinyak's invasion takes over most of the Earth, and then DEX actually escapes by using a spaceship that crash landed on this planet way before the Earth exploded. And that's how he escaped. And then afterwards, he becomes a space bounty hunter with this cool-ass space gain, and then he takes out a remaining saint that survived the destruction of Earth with plenty of other people, because a lot of people escaped the planet, not just Playa and the rest of the saints. And then DEX will get his revenge once and for all. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed my theory on DEX. I know it sounds a bit out there, it wouldn't probably really happen, but I just want to give a cool idea, because I would really want this to happen in like a Saints Row 5 or like another DLC where Playa and all of them are out in space and exploring planets and stuff. But if you like the theory, make sure to leave a like, and make sure to subscribe for more great content. And as always, I will see you in the next video. And peace